So, manifesting versus God's will. Manifesting versus God gives in fairy tale. Manifesting never going to happen. What you are aware of, that is what is gonna be presented, blah, 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 in your physical reality. Because step number one, as soon as people kind of awaken, or they see, oh my God, there is more to life, right? The next thing, they're already in some trap, because all the traps are made for you and me. For who? You and me. Who are you and me? Me and you are someone who are looking to better ourselves, to better our life, to better our health. You become health conscious. All of a sudden, you are already deep in all the traps that have been set up there for you. And it's done in such a subtle way that you can end up, like me, for 20 years, chasing the healthy diet, for example, right? Because everything is turned against you. Who is looking to better your own life. So one of those traps where most fall, it is this trap of manifesting. The book Secret done us a great service, right? In that, so you just imagine, and you're just gonna imagine your life, and you're gonna transition from your undesirable life into your desirable life. Visualization and all this mind work and everything has its place, but it's not that simple. Absolutely not that simple. But now I'm going to explain to you, right, that you cannot be neglecting, ignoring, running away, pretending it's not here, your reality, and in the same time, you're just gonna imagine, and this is what you're gonna manifest in your reality. No, because your reality, what is right here all around you, it is only the representation what is happening in your real world, in your inside world. Got it? So everything is created twice. Once in your mind, and then once in here in a physical reality. So this physical reality is only reflection, it's only a mirror of what is happening in the inside. So how you need to be looking at this physical reality and this world around you, it is as this is the mirror, this is the movie shown to you so you can see it with your eyes, so that you don't have this blind spot anymore. So now when you're looking at your life, you know exactly what is in your reality, because the projector of this reality is inside, and you're not gonna change that what projection projects from banging on the mirror and wishing and ignoring. No way. Okay, so how we manifest, actually, we do manifest. You manifest what you are aware of. So what are you aware of? What are you aware of? That you are broke, that your account is below zero, that you are in debt, that you have the sucking relationship, that you're aware of these things. You're aware of them. And then at the same time, you want like you are, oh, I'm a millionaire, I have a divine partner. No, because what you manifest, it is what are you conscious about? What are you aware of? So you are aware all those things that you can see here. If you are aware that you are divine, conscious being, and that you are creating your reality, you would be aware of something different in your reality every day, and it will become your internal dialogue. where you would be aware of this, and you would play with the universe. You will like, give me the proof for this, give me the proof for this, and you would be, for example, like my people are always looking for the proof of, why everything is always working out for me, and working with your live data. You have to be working with the consequences and all the things that life gives you. You have to be transmuting that. So if you have some turmoil, you have to see from where is that coming from, and to solve it in the source inside of you, in order for the circumstances to stop. Right? Once you learn the lesson, once you transmute your live data, there is no reason for this lesson or for this whatever XYZ to again appear in your reality, because there is no reason for that. Only what you can see around you, it is here because it is in your inside world, because you are aware of that thing. If you become conscious of, aware of that you are actually extremely abundant, which you are, but if you can actually persuade yourself fully, not just imagining, visualizing 5 minutes a day, doing the affirmations, all those things, they don't work. But if you really persuade yourself, if you really understand, if you walk with God, if you work with God, like I do, for example, right? And then I'm in constant dialogue. I know how abundant I am. And then I expect to see this abundance on the outside, because I know what is inside, it's outside, what's above, so below. It's just a reflection. So me going throughout the day, so people manifesting, but then they are stating, oh, how we are broke. Oh, yeah, we got another bill. We don't have to pay. We don't have money to pay it. Or, oh my God, cost of living is very expensive. Oh my God, I need new tires, right? Oh my God, it's always complaining something. You are aware of these things. You are stating. So what are you stating? What are you constantly stating? Those are the things that are going to be manifesting. Things that you are aware of. What are you aware of? Where is your awareness? Are you really aware that you are God's child? Are you really aware that, like how I know deep in my bones that all this, lack, fear, worry, doubt, it was all artificially created. I know that this is the upside down world. That's clear to me as a day. And I don't play by those rules anymore. I did play. And this is why I can speak about it. I know exactly how it's in upside down world. I know how it's on the hamster wheel. I know how it's hard to make a little bit of money and to work for money. But I know also how it is now to be fully abundant, not to work for the money, but to always be supported, because those are the laws of the universe, if you just allow it. If I'm aware of this, right? I invested in myself heavily for 20 years, and I'm working with God for 20 years to be aware of, to do this transformation of my mind. We are here to transform, right? And you cannot be in the same time fear, worry, doubt, and here manifesting. It's just gonna, frustrate you, and it's just going to, drive you down rabbit holes even deeper, because you're gonna get disappointed, and you're gonna go into self-sabotage mode, and you're gonna throw the towel, whatever, right? So what do you see in your so so people like they don't need to tell me a thing about themselves. A thing. Why? Because I know exactly how their world looks like, because I just look the circumstances around them. I just see, 3 sentences that they tell me, if they share with me some, beliefs or something. I know exactly where they are, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. So you just reassess by looking at your life. Okay, this isn't working. So where is that inside of me? So what am I aware of? You're aware of the money is hard to get. You're aware of that, oh my God, but everyone is talking about the cost of living. I don't. I just heard about it. But apparently everyone is on this track, on this hamster wheel, and everyone's complaining and right? People are having really hard time because fear, worry, and doubt, because of the upside down world, because they are not doing the work that they have come here to do, and that they're wishing, wanting is never gonna give them results they actually want and need, right? So yeah, and when God gives, and if you're in my community, you will know this, right? And I done the video that God gives in Fairy Tales. And truly, guys, God truly gives in Fairy Tales. He doesn't just want to give you whatever X, Y, Z. He wants to give you in a most magnificent way, in most unusual way, and in such a powerful rollout, so that like you would not be hack, you would not be able to, produce such a scenario in 3 lives that you are actively working on it. How God puts everything together as by magic. And that's only when you become aware of that. When you understand. I have plenty of videos here on my channel on, how to make decisions. Have a look at my playlist all about, my original teachings, right? Knowing how to make decisions, so that you are always going from better to better versus always struggle, always this, always that. It's just a cocktail. It's just, how you've been raised to think, to believe, to act, and it's always the same, all the same. So, doing always the same thing, expecting different results, right, is the formula for insanity, whatever. But, right, if something's going to change, you have to change. So what are you aware of? That's what you're manifesting. Where is your consciousness? What are you conscious about? What are you conscious about? I'm conscious about that this world is, oh my God, so abundant. I understand that I am valuable and that I transform people's lives, and this is why they pay me money for that transformation, right? They are paying me value for value. It's not about you working for money. It's value exchange, it's energy exchange. And that all has its, it's very hard to put it in a dollar amounts, but it's just this, energy dance between one another. But, you've been trained, go to school, get a job, $20 an hour. Oh my God, if you have $50, you are a king, right? And then you got 3% on taxes, right? And it's never ending cycle, right? And the more you work, less you have, and and then your health suffers, and then everything goes down the drain. Everyone else suffers and suffer, and then the cocktails struggle, and there we go in an endless vicious cycle. So what are you aware of? Exactly what is in front of you, right? What is in front of you? Do you have your vision? Where are you going? Are you sticking to your vision? I stick to my vision, and I just kept on walking every single day, especially this last part for the last 13 years, actively building on my 7 stars lifestyle. But I have, I'm on a self-transformation journey since 2002, right? I don't watch TV since 2005 and stuff. I invested in myself hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I have, and so much time, and I have a vision that I want to be free, and I'm just getting from free to more free to more free to more free, because I had this vision for me and for my family and what I wanted, and I just never gave up, right? The path of transformation goes first comes awareness. So what are you aware of? What I'm talking about. But after the awareness, it comes what? Decision. And what is decision? Decision comes from Latin word decidere, which means to cut out any other option. So you are aware of something, you're aware of a problem, you're aware of your circumstance, you're aware of your lifestyle, how it looks like. And then you decide that you are going to change. Right? And then And then, what was the third one? And then, my mind got blank. Awareness, intention, then decision, and then discipline, perseverance, right? This is where it all comes to. So, first step, get aware, right? What are you aware of? Where is your conscious? Where is your consciousness? Where is your conscious mind? What you believe, even better than to say, what you believe in, it's actually what are you aware of? But, it's one of the same. This is what manifests. What you deeply believe is true for you, right? I deeply believe, that I'm valuable, that I deeply know that what I do transforms lives, right? I see the results in my life. I see the results on the life of my clients, and I have no issues with, money exchanging value. I don't have any difficulties by valuing myself, valuing my time, because I have put so much in myself and over the years that I cannot not value myself, and I cannot not charge for, what I bring into people's lives, because I bring transformation. I bring them 7-star lifestyle. I bring them, opportunity so they can experience what I mean, God gives in fairy tales. So awareness, intention, decision, and then discipline. And I've been, the best student. And so you have to decide, right? You have to be aware. You have to make your intention, what you're gonna do, right? Then you're gonna have your decision. You decide. You cut out any other option, and then you're gonna be disciplined, right? You doing your best when no one is watching. You showing up for yourself every day, right? Like my people in the community that work with me. So this is how you manifest. There is no other way. Even if you get to manifest something, on the traditional way, it's not going to last. It's going to be taken away from you. Where, when things are from God, they come to stay. And not only that, they just become better and better and better and better and better and better and expanding. And they're giving you pleasure and like all these things. But you absolutely have to see my playlist all about how you make decisions. All my original teachings, they will help you a lot. Enjoy my community of cool kids. Much love.